Hey, good evening. We already posted one video, but I was over working in the backyard some today. The dirt is really wet, so it's pretty clumpy. It's not ideal grading conditions, but got a little bit done in the backyard, even as wet as it is. So once it dries out in the next few days, I'll kind of shape it up a little better, but I was going to show you what we got done. Pile of dirt's getting a little smaller. I moved a lot of that around, but this is kind of what I got going on. Brought that up probably about 2 feet, maybe 3 feet in certain places, and put some under the porch. This is where the staircase is going to go from the back step, so got to get this built up and packed in really good before they build the stairs. They're not coming to do that till they do the trim, but got a lot of this dirt moved around even though it was wet. Filled in the water line and the power line going to the well. Got that filled in, and then the side yard here, got a pretty good start on it. This is pretty close to the grade it's gonna have to be. Can't go below, or excuse me, above that crawl space door they're gonna put on. So this is kind of the in grade, but I'm gonna obviously wait till I get some drier dirt back here, let this stuff dry out, and I'll be able to shape it a lot better, because it can't go higher than this clean out pipe nor that crawl space. But I didn't do a lot here on this wall because this is where all the rock is going, and if I cover up the bottom of it, they're gonna have to shovel it out to put the rock on it. So, but I did cover the septic tank. I'm actually standing on top of it. As we showed before, it's really shallow, but I was able to get some dirt on it. It's going to take more. So once I build this up, they have to get all this stuff out of the way before I can really work up here good. But I'm going to build up the dirt probably about right there all the way around, and then carry it on around where the water runs into the woods away from the house. But I still have this huge pile of dirt over here. It's really rocky. It's what they pulled out of the septic tank, or the septic lines when they dug it in the front yard. This whole hill is pretty much that slate rock, so I'm going to use some of that if I can and slope all this away where it drains all the way around the yard. They're going to put sod here eventually. Have to rake all these rocks out, which I can do that with the Bobcat attachment. We got a rake over here. You can hook to the Bobcat or a tractor, and it'll drag all the rocks out. But as wet as it is, when you do that, it's going to drag rock and all the mud, dirt. So this has a couple piles under here. That's as far as I can push it with a Bobcat. So there's going to be a little bit of shovel and rake work to do under the porch. I left some dirt there to kind of taper it out. But once again, I'll wait till it dries so it's easier to move around. But this is the backyard is what I consider a rough grade. It's pretty close to the height it needs to be. Just needs to be cleaned up and shaped up. I have to figure out what I want to do, like where it comes off the walls on both sides. The walls are pretty small, short, so it would be better if they were a little longer and tapered down to smaller, but unfortunately that's not how they are. We'll have to figure out something to maybe gradually slope it down and turn it in on each side. But that'll be for another warmer, drier day. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. Added a little over here today as well. It's got to come up pretty high after they get the dumpster moved and everything. So that's the progress of the backyard. See you later.